Hey everyone, Grayson the Goosebumps Kid here. Welcome back to another Goosebumps book review. Today we'll be taking a look at a Give Yourself Goosebumps book, and that book is one of the earlier entries in this franchise. And been trying to slow down on the Give Yourself since those are the ones that kind of, or mainly those, but just rushing through kind of burned me out. So like I said, if this review comes out, maybe a few days after my last video or haul or whatever it was, just know it's just because just not trying to burn myself out. So anyway, that book is Give Yourself Goosebumps number 7, Under the Magician's Spell. This is a really, really creepy title, or not title, cover art. Not by Tim Jacobus. Found this out from one of my commenters. He only did the first book. He only illustrated the first book. After this, it switched between two people. Always been a fan of when R.L. Stine tries bringing magic into his series. I know Bad Hair Day didn't work out too great. And then, this is another magic book that I believe did it better than that. And I believe there is it was a Dead Time Stories book. And I think that was the last Dead Time Stories book I've read a long time on that channel, or on this channel, sorry. And magic has just always been something I've interested in when it comes to horror. And then R.L. Stine really takes it to the next level. So, Under the Magician's Spell, what is it about? So, if you don't know about the Give Yourself Goosebumps franchise, these books are told in the second person. So, they basically place you in the story. So, let's say, for example, one part of the book said, you and your sister, or you and your best friend, or, which is actually what happens in this one, but I was just giving those as examples. But anyway, you and your best friend walk up to this weird, creepy guy, and you can choose this or this, and then it actually makes you, flip to what pages you choose, so you're not reading it front to back like regular books. This one, you and your sister Joni, along with your best friend, you guys go into a magic shop, and you're having to, watch out for your sister, take care of her, whatever. However, while you guys are in the magic shop, you come across this book, and then you see this owner that runs the place. He's like a magician himself. He shows you some tricks. But then, unbeknownst to you and your best friend, when you guys are leaving the magic shop, Joni has actually stolen the book. And you also come across these couple bullies, like this gang of bullies. It's like a pack of 3 of them. And, they're picking on you, stuff like that. I believe that's one way you can go. And then the other way, I think you're, stuck in a room or something, and you're trying to give the book back. Anyways, I don't want to spoil. It's hard to spoil with these books because you can go multiple different ways. And sometimes the choices start at, the very beginning, and it, carries you throughout the whole story. And same as the other way. But anyway, mainly the plot of this story revolves around the whole magic book. So you, your sister, your best friend, your sister just decides to read a magic spell just for the heck of it, Surprisingly, all these spells seem to work. And then you come to realize, since Joni stole the magic book, she's starting to disappear because stealing the magician's book has severe consequences. So you can either choose to find this spell for yourself to help fix her, or you can just go return it. And then I believe your best friend also gets caught in handcuffs that are unbreakable, and you can also use a spell in the book. I know, it gets crazy. I'm trying to avoid spoilers as much as I can, but anyway, now the decision's up to you. You have to figure out what to do. Under the Magician's Spell was definitely a more interesting story. Probably one of the better Give Yourself Goosebumps books I've read. it's hard to pick between this and Little Comics Shop of Horrors. Just, I love magic. I love comics. This is just all a lot to take in. I got a lot of endings in this story, believe it or not. I think I got about like 14 out of the 20. If correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe there's over 20. Let me look. Yeah, I think most of these books have 20 different scary. Yeah, most of these books have over 20 endings. I know one I got was with a giant, and then another one was where you get like basically murdered by like these undead baseball children or whatever it is, and your best friend too, along with your sister. Don't want to spoil a lot of the endings because I want you guys to figure that out for yourself. But the atmosphere of the book definitely gets creepy at times. I will say that. Considering this is magic and then you throw in horror on top of it, it just makes it like 10 times more scary. The characters that are involved in this, the evil magician, I thought that was pretty, it's similar to Bad Hair Day. But I think it's done better. Don't want to compare this too much, and I believe there's actually a reference to Bad Hair Day in this story. It's like a kid that's got the book, or your sister has it or something. She's reading it. Definitely like that little Easter egg that's thrown in. R.L. Stine likes to do that a lot in these books. I think he even brought up like Let's Get Invisible or Welcome to Dead House at some point in a couple of these stories that I've read. The characters themselves, I think Joni can be a brat at times in this story. It really just depends on like how your adventure's going in there and just what all it's leading up to. The best friend, your best friend, I think he's just a cool guy. I know he has a name. I just don't think I remember what it was. Sid. Yeah. Yeah, your best friend Sid. I think he's pretty well in this story. Definitely has your back for most of these. And the endings, they do get creepy. Of course, there are a couple lame ones, And then there's one that just like reverse you back to the other choice anyway, because you can't go anywhere with that one ending, so it just reverts you back to the other choice. Kind of makes me mad when stuff like that happens. Like this time, kind of made me mad, but other times it's funny. So it really just depends on the book. And the bully characters, you see this a lot with most of R.L. Stine's stories, and stuff like Why I'm Afraid of Bees, and what's another one? My Best Friend is Invisible, or a couple other stories. I can't think of them at the top of my head, but I'm sure they're in there somewhere. Anyway, he likes to play around with the bully aspect. Oh, How I Learned to Fly. That's another one where the bully is like one of the main characters. This one, depending on your choices, or like I think any choice, the bully can be like a main antagonist along with the magician. But I don't want to get ahead of myself, so I'm not spoiling stuff. But at one point, the bully does do some really bad things. You'll understand once you read it. But I'm going to leave this review off here because I'm really afraid I'm going to spoil stuff, and I want to leave this for your guys' enjoyment. I want you guys to take a look at this. So that has been my review on Under the Magician's Spell. This was definitely one of the better Give Yourself Goosebumps books that I've read. If I had to rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give it about a 9. It was really good. Definitely one of my favorites so far. So, what is everyone's thoughts on Under the Magician's Spell? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Would really love to hear your thoughts on it. Thank you guys for watching these reviews. I know I've been kind of slower on uploads just because I don't want to get burned out. I'm sure you guys understand. I don't have to keep restating it. And I will see you guys with either another book haul or another review. Just depends on what's going on. And I really appreciate the continued support. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you in the next Goosebumps book review. God bless. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.